Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
With 200,000.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
100,000.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score to get.
Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the ball.
He's up third down.
Oh, shit, look.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fighting him off. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the option, here's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Henry up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That dragon cost how much?
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I was trying to do the math.
21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't know how much that dragon cost.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there. And even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
How much that dragon cost? Are you still home? I never went home. I ain't go home yet. I've been on the road. I'm out of Florida. Yeah, I ain't
Tucker
never
now
go home.
to kick it away following the touchdown.
I went back on the road. I go home.
And the returner down to a knee.
After I leave
and this
tomorrow,
will come out
I
to
go
the
to
30-yard line.
and then I go home.
The Colts
I'll
now,
be
their
home by
offense
Thursday.
works their way back onto the field. But Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Yeah, football game.
From the gun, it's tipped. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up. Got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson
this nigga fumbled. This nigga fumbled.
And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
I want real drag. I want drag on
with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Edwardson, you dragging? Nah.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Richardson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because
to the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. First and 10, it's Richardson. That is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution. Put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. From the shotgun, Richardson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's got Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL.
You drink blood. I'm home. You see my house? My house. Hola.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you're running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you're running up at night. You know
I got a headset for you.
Tonight, from Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland.
I got 2 of them.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
If the world was ending, I wanna be next to me.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital.
This nigga dropped the ball.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Maina, you not gonna make me bouncer no more? I'm not bouncer. Oh, you told me bounce. Okay.
Now problems
What
right
the
out
fuck?
of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Wow! Who turned the lights off? Halloween is over.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. To throw is Daniels. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They run here with Rico Dowdle, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing
Wide
themselves.
open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Next to me.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Where you at?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Come on.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
Come.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
You coming?
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club
What
to
the
try
hell?
to pick themselves back up.
Who turned the lights on?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches,
it's emotion.
that's exactly
It's
what they say
emotion
at the
light.
end.
So
You just
somebody's
can't
in
do
here
it.
walking
It costs
around.
your team.
A give left side to Robinson. And just good
gotta
downhill
go
running there as he'll take this to the
Been fouling
15-yard
everywhere.
line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Now it's Daniels. He'll buy some time right.
You,
and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a ghost.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Want to play 2? Yeah.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 67 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You got $1 million. I haven't
seen some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Escapes the defender. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Daniels now to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Prescott, short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They run here with Dowdle. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The Commanders bring out the nickel package on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. He's to the 15, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
I guess I get bumped.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Dallas gets set to take the field.
Wrong number.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter.
No.
It's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Prescott from the gun. Going right back to Ferguson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Kick him.
All tied after one.
I think he sent me dragging. Can kick him?
Here's 3rd and 6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Fielded at the 20. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
What the fuck?
A dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys!
3
touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
How about them Buffalo Bills, sir?
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington ready to try again on offense. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I want to be next to you.
A first down throw for Daniels.
That's the ball.
Touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. On the draw, Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. Ertz has it left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On second down, it's Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. Good move at the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series has reestablished some confidence in him to run this offense.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Prescott, it's caught. Tolbert, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
You got gold.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with
every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it begins.
You got King Dragon too? Who is that? That's me? That's you? How you get that picture? You just stare at my pictures at night. Crowder, you got slow.
Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Daniels. Hurts over the middle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
What the fudge?
3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
What the hell?
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
That's me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What?
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
What the fuck?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott.
You like my
He'll
picture?
get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
What
He
the
put
fuck?
quite a bit of air underneath
Who
that
was in here,
touchdown
buddy?
pass. Of course, we knew that he had
Come
a
out.
strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you
funny.
want to know about a
Ask
rookie
him
is
picture.
when the pressure's
Come out of
on,
here.
can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. Flushed out right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott to throw it. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That is incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 23. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket.
You throw another pick?
Time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
His throw incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so. Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 17 yards. First down, Prescott. This is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Nutty Dragon. We got Nutty Dragon.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Nutty Dragon? That's not Nutty Dragon.
His kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Flush to his right. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Off play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Does the big boy have the juice? And this this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Sheds off the tackle. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of...
60 kids.
Damn, this shit got down too.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's crazy.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder, pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is that and they still get caught.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. He's to the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw is Daniels. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's Daniels. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry up. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action now. Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Warren.
Welcome to the video time. We chewed up. They
Backs him up
us.
1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Escapes the sack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Stafford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I tried to call you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
What?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Play action. Now Wilson.
What the
And it's
fuck?
intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. Up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 50, Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Now Wilson.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stafford on first down.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now an even 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run, and he loses the football a second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Wilson to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pick.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers just continue to roll.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I kept it going. Keep it going.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
I bet she traumatized. I bet she talking about me. Oh, yeah, they telling lies. I bet she read about me. She probably heard about me. But I ain't the one they gonna think when they thought about me. Nah, it's the finish line. So let me finish this. It ain't what you thought, so don't just reminisce. I bet the synthesis on the cap right on. Take another sentence, that's enough.
Running lanes read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And now I'm always on, except for all these.
Now a 10th carry, and oh my goodness, he loses it again, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Every drop, you know I lick the candy cane like a candy shop. You know I always make it good when it's always hot. You know I make it feel better when you never not. You never trying, dog. You always trying to lie. I'm seeing through the TV. You always televised. You always meet the time. They always meet the maker. I never fake the love. Always them love fakers. It always seek a sucker. I'm going seeking suckers. What the fuck you think about? Brothers,
and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I made it right. She made it wrong.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He battled me. He said a battle strong. Empty every shot.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Fields. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Stafford here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Play action. It's Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Wilson. Completes Austin here over the middle. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the give, this is Harris. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to put. Oh, he caught it.
This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I like him.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. They run for it with Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Oh shit. Let's hop off.